We are previewing the wild card round of the NFL playoffs right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. I'm Peter Loshak. You're watching SBR Videos. Joe Duffy, we're covering every single wild card game. Seattle, Minnesota is what we're going to look at now. And this is a little bit tough because obviously Seattle can get dominant wins over anyone when they're playing in top form. Minnesota, though, 13-3 against the spread overall on the year. So in general, they were very undervalued, overachieved their market valuations, and here they're getting a lot of points. The market has bet the line up. We'll see where it closes, but as of right now, I'm seeing 5.5 or 6. That's up from 4.5. And the total, very low, gotten bet down. It opened at 42 at Pinnacle. Now it's 39.5 or 40, and the Greek is hanging 40.5. So the Greek appears to want under action. The Greek appears to have a lean to the over. But this is just tough because at first glance, it seems like why should Minnesota be getting this many points at home? But Seattle covered 6 out of their last 7 games, and we know that when Russell Wilson is playing in his top form, he's going to put up Seattle's going to put up a big number against anyone, even Minnesota. So a blowout win by Seattle would not surprise anyone. So I'm not sure I'd want to bet against Seattle here. Tough game. Joe Duffy, what's your take on it?
Well, this is a case where, Minnesota would certainly seemingly have some of the intangible factors. Remember, this game is going to be played at 10 a.m. Pacific time, where Seattle, the body clock, I wouldn't underestimate that. I think that's been more of an effective tool in college basketball, but it is something to be considered in the NFL as well. Also, remember, that a lot of people were so used to thinking that Minnesota plays in a dome. They don't play in a dome stadium anymore. They're playing at the University of Minnesota till that new multi-gazillion-dollar stadium gets built, the RCA, whatever the heck it's called. But anyway, the temperatures are expected to be in single digits or maybe even below 0. Mm-hmm. Now, so that would be certainly a home weather advantage for Minnesota. Of course, Russell Wilson, after he transferred, he did have success playing in Wisconsin, where he wasn't exactly playing in blistering hot weather. Still, though, Seattle, as good as they've been in the playoffs recently, they're only 2-9 straight up all time in road playoff games. But conversely, Seattle did win 38-7 just a month ago, and it shows you what you said. Seattle's more than capable of blowing them out. So I think all in all, I'm going to let Peter Loshak make the official pick on this game.
All right, Joe. Well, to start things off, first off, let me say I haven't bet this game yet, and there's no way I would touch a side here as of right now for all the reasons that I put forth in the intro to the video. I guess I would lean towards the over. It does make me nervous, though, that the Vikings were such an under-trender on the year. They did go over in 3 out of their last 5. And the total has gotten bet significantly down from the opener. That's a big move with an opening total of just 42. A low total got bet way down. The Greek, though, does appear to be hanging 40.5 right now. So that means that they probably are leaning towards the over. And my sense is just that Minnesota's offense is, maybe a little bit conservative, but they're productive. And on the road, Seattle's defense maybe takes a slight step down. Minnesota should be able to put up something. And Seattle, if Russell Wilson has a big day, they could easily get into the upper 20s or the 30s. So I guess I would take a shot with the over 39.5. Joe Duffy, you have any thoughts on that?
Well, and one of the reasons the total is dropping, and it could drop some more, because when people think of bad weather, they always think of unders. But what I look at is the wind. And, we're recording this on a Tuesday. So as you get closer to game time, if the wind speed is in the single digits, I really think it starts to make a significant difference when it's about 12 to 15 miles per hour. Then it does become a big thing. So I would really look a lot closer at the wind speed. But I do find out when there are poor weather conditions, but minimal winds, the total drops and the over does become a strong play. So I do think that, there's a good possibility of a bad line move where this total could continue to drop because of the weather. That is, if the wind is not a major factor. But we'll be keeping a very close eye on the weather reports and specifically the wind speed as this game approaches.
Right. All right. Well, as we sit right here, it's only Tuesday afternoon. I'll give an official pick on the over 39.5, but I very well may change my opinion on that one by kickoff. Joe Duffy, thanks for your thoughts. As always, give us a plug for your website, OffshoreInsiders.com.
Great finish to the season, both college football and the NFL. Of course, we do have one more college football game. We already have a spectacular weekend in store for both the playoffs and the College Bowl. You think I'm whistling Dixie? Wait till you read the analysis. There's a lot of strong plays this weekend in college and the college game and the NFL playoffs. Joe Duffy's picks at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, sir.